Hey guys, wanted to do a presentation on this 7 streams of passive income that I've built, and you can too. Most people, when they're starting out with passive income, obviously the more the better. But from my experience, most people, their goal is to initially just replace like their home mortgage or their rent to build up that monthly stream. So we're going to go over the 7 ways, and I've kind of ranked them smallest to largest. And you can pick out the ones that are best for you. So the first one is just simple interest. The interest you earn in your savings account or money market account. That's probably going to be your lowest value one. Obviously, rates are super low right now. The next one is dividends. If you look at the returns on the stock market, about half the returns on the stock market are due to dividends and reinvesting those dividends. So I like really high dividend payers where the business is mature and they're not reinvesting in the business. So I've invested a lot in the tobacco stocks for a while. Obviously, more people aren't smoking, so they're just returning all that profit, all that cash flow to shareholders. And I apologize, I've got a little bit of a cold if you hear something in my voice. So this is like a bonus one. It's kind of a combination of interest and dividends is Fundrise. So this is, I've gotten about around a 10% return investing in Fundrise from interest, dividends, appreciation. Maybe it's a little more than that. I highly recommend you check it out. It's just they do interesting investments, and you get kind of a mix depending on your risk profile of what you want: interest, dividends, appreciation. It's a good way just to kind of monitor real estate investments that it's completely passive. They do institutional investing, and I've really enjoyed the returns, and just kind of it's just interesting to me what they're investing in. And the returns are obviously a lot more than the interest in a savings account. However, it's also not as liquid at all, and it's obviously not FDIC insured. So check that out. I'll have a link in the comments on that as well. So the third, and this is probably the best return for the amount of time, is I actually bought a property several years ago. It was a really low income property, low price point. I bought it, rented it out for 5 years, paid it off, and then I sold it, and I seller financed 100% of the purchase price, or like 90% of the purchase price, or something like that. So that is true mailbox money, passive income, and I get a check every month, and I don't do anything about it. It's a pretty substantial amount for me, at least. And anyway, that's just a really good return. So obviously that's not liquid or anything, and it's risky. However, because I do know people that have seller finance stuff, and then they've had to foreclose because the people stopped paying, or they didn't keep their insurance up to date, or something like that. So you want to stay on top of that. But that has been actually a very good investment for me. It's tough to scale that because it would require a lot of capital. The stars just kind of aligned on that one deal, and it worked out really good for me though. So the main one that I'm involved in is just building single family rentals and just building out rental property. It's just bread and butter. For those of you that don't follow along on my normal course, my normal YouTube, I build single family rentals, not for my full-time job, work at a bank full-time, but just on the side, I build single family rentals. It's what I do. My wife and I, we've been doing this for 20 years, not building, but we've been building our rental portfolio up. And what we've been doing is just buying older houses and, painting, just basic cosmetic fixes, and rent them out. That market is gone. There are so many people moving into my market. It's too competitive. You can't buy a rental property, rent them out, and get any kind of an adequate return. So what I've started doing is building rental property. By building rental property, you get a much higher or a higher quality tenant. There's no maintenance expenses because everything's under warranty, and you let's see, higher rent, lower maintenance. So that's it. And so you need kind of less anyway because you're getting a higher rent. Anyway, it's not as competitive as well. I really enjoy it, and there's some notes below if you want my to kind of book a call with me to talk about that more. So single family rental property. The other one is vacation rental property. We're on 5, doing a bad job of counting here. So the vacation property, we've got some vacation rentals. They do exceptionally well. I'm a big fan of vacation property. The reason I haven't gone like full bore vacation property, which is what a lot of people do, especially on YouTube, is because it is more income for sure. This is what I tell everybody. Vacation rental property, Airbnb, VRBO, it's more money and it's also more work. So you, of course, can outsource everything, but the fees that vacation management companies charge are really high. And anyway, we just haven't solved that because it requires so much leverage and time. We're looking at some other options, but I highly recommend you do that. You can do one mortgage as a second home and only put 10% down. So check that out. And I highly recommend that just for people wanting to build their passive income. So number 6, Adsense. I have a real estate finance HQ. It's like my personal blog as well as jimmymoncrief.com. And not on my personal domain, but the real estate finance HQ, I have just some Adsense and stuff. It runs, it makes money, make like, I don't know, $1 a month or something. I don't know. It's not much, but it's passive income. I don't do anything with it, and it just money comes in. So that's nice. So the other thing is, the last thing is, I have a mastermind that we meet every week. It's real estate investors, and it's been really rewarding seeing these people. Most of the people are beginners, and they're looking to, or they just have a couple rental properties and they're wanting to scale their business, and that's been good as well. So anyway, I hope this helped. The 7 ways. Let me go through it. So you got interest, 1, dividends, 2, seller financing, 3, rental property, 4, vacation property, 5, Adsense, 6, and my mastermind group, 7. So that's it. If you have any questions about anything regarding anything I just said, send me a message, comment, whatever. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you.